إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أحييكم بتحية الإسلام وهي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. So Alhamdulillah, we praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us opportunity time to continue our normal classes. So I think we stop in the biography of Imam Ahmad. So about the biography of Imam Ahmad, I think we discuss about his name. Also, we discuss about in which year he was born, and we discuss about his family, and we discuss in which place he was born, also in which year he started seeking the knowledge, and also in which year he started seeking the knowledge of Hadith. Also, we discuss about how many countries he visited or how many towns he visited, and the ulama, the scholars that he met in different towns. Also, we discuss about his scholars, also about his students. Also, we discuss about the recommendation of ulama to Imam Ahmad. So I think we stop here in the recommendation of ulama to Imam Ahmad. So today inshallah ta'ala we discuss about the Aqidah to Imam Ahmad. Aqidah to Imam Ahmad. Also we discuss Usul al-Mazhab Imam Ahmad. Also what Imam Ahmad said to his followers if they found hadith from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that is contradicting with his opinion. So these are the three things inshallah ta'ala we'll discuss today. Firstly, like I said, Aqidah to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. What is the Aqidah of Imam Ahmad? Normally, like I explained for you before, why? What is the reason why always we discuss about the Aqidah of this A'immah? Because this A'immah, Abu Hanifa, Malik, Shafi'i and Imam Ahmad, they have the many followers that are following their fiqh, their opinions in fiqh. So but unfortunately these followers, they refuse or they didn't follow the Aqidah of this A'immah. Just they are focusing following the opinions of this ulama in fiqh, but about their opinions in Aqidah, they didn't care about it. But as how the studio of this A'immah narrated the ara, means the opinions of fiqh from this A'immah, the same student narrated the Aqidah from them. So but we found the followers used to follow the fiqh, but they didn't follow the Aqidah. So this is the reason why I try my best after we finish the biography of each Imam. So we try to explain his Aqidah in order to know his Aqidah. So if you follow him in fiqh, also it's better for you to follow him in Aqidah, because if you trust him in fiqh, why you didn't trust him in Aqidah? Why you take fiqh from him but you refuse to take Aqidah from him? And if this A'immah, they can discuss about the fiqh, so the most important thing is Aqidah. So also they discuss about the Aqidah. So like I explained for you when we discuss about the biography of Abu Hanifa, so I explained for you what Imam Abu Hanifa said in Aqidah. Also the same to Malik, also Imam Shafi'i, I bring for you many saying of Imam Shafi'i about the Aqidah in Asma' wa Sifat, also about the Qadar, also about the Sahaba. So this is the reason why also in Imam Ahmad we follow the same step. So firstly, we started what Imam Ahmad said about the Iman. About the Iman.
Sorry,
So, alhamdulillah. Firstly, we started about what Imam Ahmad said about the Iman. So, وأورد ابن الجوزي عن أحمد قال الإيمان يزيد وينقص كما جاء في الخبر أكمل المؤمنين إيمانا أحسنهم أخلاقا. Ibn al-Jawzi, he narrated from Imam Ahmad. Imam Ahmad said that the Iman, it increase, also it reduce. So this is the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah. According, if you look the ayat from Quran and the hadith from Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we can understand that Iman, it will increase if you did something good, and your Iman, it will reduce if you did something bad. So this is the reason why in Aqidah, the Aqidah of Sahaba, all they believe that the Iman, it will increase and it will reduce. So this is against Murji'ah, because the Murji'ah, they say that the Iman is cannot increase, cannot reduce. So they said the Iman of Jibril is the same thing with the Iman of somebody who is drinking alcohol. They said that the Iman just to believe in your heart only.
Iman not affected by Iman, Amal.
Yes, they didn't apply the Amal in Iman. So this is mistake. But the Sahaba and what Professor Sama teaches the Sahaba, the Amal enter in Iman, including Iman. So if somebody is very hardworking in Ibadah, so his Iman is strong than your Iman. So we can get the difference between the believers according to their works. If somebody is always he follow all what Allah said and he try his best to disassociate himself from haram, so you can find his Iman is very strong. You cannot compare his Iman with the Iman of somebody who did zina, or he drank alcohol, or he did something that is haram. So Qala Abdullah bin Ahmad, Abdullah bin Ahmad, the son of Imam Ahmad, he said, Sami'tu Abi rahimahullah su'ila an irja faqala nahnu naqul al-iman qawl wa amal yazid wa yanqus idza zana wa shariba al-khamr naqasa imanuhu. Imam Ahmad, his son Abdullah, he narrated from him. He said, Imam Ahmad, somebody, he asked him about the Aqidah of Murji'ah. Then, like I explained for you, Murji'ah, they are the people that say that the Iman cannot increase and cannot reduce. The Iman of Abu Bakr is the same thing with the Iman of somebody that is not Abu Bakr. The Iman of Jibril is the same thing with somebody who is Muslim but he commit a ma'asiyah. They said they are the same thing. Cannot increase and cannot reduce. So these are the Murji'ah. So they asked Imam Ahmad about this Aqidah of Murji'ah. Imam Ahmad said, Nahnu naqul. Imam Ahmad said, what we believe, al-Iman qawl. The Iman is saying, wal amal also is the deed. Yazid wa yanqus. It will increase and also reduce, decrease. Iza zana, if somebody he did zina, wa sharib al-khamr, or he drink alcohol, naqasa imanuhu. So his Iman is reduced or is decrease. So you see, so this is the right Aqidah. Right Aqidah. So this is what Imam Ahmad said about the Iman. About the Iman. So about the Asma wa Sifat. About the Asma wa Sifat means the Sifa of Allah, attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His name. So what Imam Ahmad said, all what this Ai said is the same thing what the Sahaba believe. It's the same thing what Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam he explained to them. So, for example, Imam Ahmad, what he said about the sifatul kalam, meaning the sifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of kalam, as saying. So, about the Quran. So, Imam Ahmad, he said that, wal Quran kalamullah. The Quran is the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa laysa bi makhluq. It's not the creator. He said that, فَإِنَّ كَلَامُ اللَّهِ مِنْهُ وَلَيْسَ مِنْهُ شَيْءٌ مَخْلُوقٌ. Because the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is from Allah. So nothing that is from Allah is makhluk. Yes, because anything that comes from Allah is not makhluk. Yeah. So if we said kalamullah, Quran come from Allah, so this show that the Quran is not makhluk, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not makhluk. So this is the aqidah of sifat. They didn't said as how Mu'tazila said the Quran is makhluk. Also, about the istiwa, what Imam Ahmad said about the istiwa al-arsh.
Yeah.
Because you know that this qadiyya to istiwa, the Mu'tazila, they rejected it. Also the Asha'ira, they did ta'wil. They did ta'wil. But Imam Ahmad, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa and remaining Sahaba, they did ta'wil. As how Allah he mentioning said Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa, they believe, they didn't any ta'wil. If you ask them as how Allah he did istawa on his arsh, they said we didn't know. Allah he didn't explain for us.
Yeah.
What Allah said, we believe.
In the Quran. Yeah.
In the Quran. And what Prophet said, we believe. So if you ask him why, as how Allah he did, they said no, don't ask us this question, because if Allah want to know how he did istiwa, he will explain for us in the Quran. So when he didn't explain, so it's better to keep silent, because something is gaib.
Yeah.
So how you can discuss something that is gaib, you didn't know it about it, just so you believe Allah he said that in Quran, you have to believe. So this is the reason why here Imam Ahmad he said nahanu nu'min bi anna Allah ala al-arsh kayfa sha'a wa kama sha'a. He said that we believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he already did istawa on his arsh as how he liked to do it. We didn't know, just we believe. He continued said that fasifatullahi minhu walahu wa huwa kama wasafa nafsuhu la tudriku la absar. So any sifa that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he said for himself, so it's how Allah he mentioning it. We cannot use our aqal to discuss about this sifa.
Yeah.
Also, we cannot our aqal cannot imagine how is it. Just we believe. وَمَا أُوتِيتُ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. So you have to believe all the sifa of Allah that he said, we have to believe on it, because we cannot use our aqal to did interpretation of this sifa, because the thing that you didn't know, how you can did interpretation for it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he explained his sifa in the Quran. He said Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. He said that he did istawa on his arsh. So what is compulsory for you Muslim to believe? Allah he didn't explain how he did it, so you have to keep silent. Prophet he didn't explain. The Sahaba they didn't ask question to the Prophet how Allah he did istawa. So if the Sahaba they are the first people that know this ayah in the Quran, but they didn't ask. Just they believe. Why you here, you come, you started talking about it, you said you did interpretation or you did ta'wil. No, just follow the same step as how the Sahaba they follow. This is the reason why, like I explained for you, once somebody came to the class of Imam Malik, he asked him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. He asked Malik how Allah he did istawa. Then Malik he kept silent, he didn't say anything to him. So after some minute he looked to him. He said, the istiwa, the meaning of istiwa in Arabic language, you already know the meaning. But the istiwa for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we didn't know. Allah, He didn't explain for us. So, and you have to believe that Allah, He already did istawa in His arsh. Allah, He did the istawa to His arsh. You have to believe. Because why? Because Allah already mentioned it in the Quran. And you have to ask the question, this is bid'ah. Why you ask the question? Because the Sahaba, yes, he said to ask the question how Allah He did istiwa is bid'ah. Because why? The Sahaba, they didn't ask this question. So just question to ask how Allah did this istiwa is bid'ah, or to ask question how the sifa of Allah is bid'ah. The Sahaba, they didn't ask. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wallazi bi nafsi, wallazi nafsi biyadihi," Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned He have the hand. Tabarakallazi biyadihi mulk. So the Sahaba, they didn't ask how is the hands of Allah is. Just they believe. So you have to believe. You have to believe. They didn't ask Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also the Prophet, he didn't explain for them. So if the Sahaba keep silent and they believe, why now you come, you want to confuse yourself? To start talking, to start interpretation, did ta'wil, and bring so. It's better to keep silent and believe as how the Sahaba, they believe. Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah cannot ask you why you didn't understand, because Allah, He didn't explain how His hand. So this is what Imam Ahmad said. All the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to believe on it. Don't ask why, how is it, how you did some interpretation. Just believe. This is how the Sahaba, they did. This is how the Abu Hanifa did. This is how the Imam Shafi'i did. I mentioned for you many sayings of Imam Shafi'i about this issue. When we go after we discuss about the tarjuma of Imam Shafi'i, the same thing Imam Ahmad, the same thing the many Aimma like Bukhari, Muslim, Abu Dawud, all the ulama. This interpretation started lately. The previous ulama, they didn't know this.
Only the current one.
Yes, the previous ulama, they didn't know this from Imam Ahmad, from Bukhari up to Sahaba, up to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They didn't know this about this interpretation. Just they believe what Allah said in the Quran.
So is that
This started with after when the Mu'tazila arrived in the society.
Abu Hassan Ash'ari?
Yes, Abu Hassan Ash'ari. What happened to the Abu Hassan Ash'ari? Because Abu Hassan Ash'ari, after his father passed away, his mother married to somebody who built Mu'tazila. So he grew up in the house of Mu'tazila. So he take the Aqidah of Mu'tazila. So after he grew up, he matured. So when he saw many confused in Mu'tazila, the thing is very complicated. So he started thinking about this issue. So he started arguing with his the husband of his mother. So he started arguing with him until in the end he rejected Mu'tazila. Yes, he found that the Mu'tazila is wrong. So after, because he has some impact of Mu'tazila with him, so he started to give his opinion about the sifat. So he did some ta'wil. So this is come from Ash'ari. But before he passed away, so he found that even the ta'wil that he did is wrong. So he wrote the book Al-Ibana and Usul al-Diyana. He explained the right Aqidah. He said he followed the Aqidah of Ahlul Hadith, Aqidah that Imam Ahmad followed, and Aqidah of the Sahaba. So this is the last book that he wrote in his life. After that he passed away.
But his followers are still...
Yes, because this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it. His qadr of Allah, his followers, maybe some of them, they didn't agree with this book, and he did it lately.
So what happened to the book?
Book is here. I have all the copy of the book.
They are not...
Yes, some of them they said this book is not belong to him. But yes, but actually the book is belong to him. They said this book is not belong to him.
What year does it?
300 years then.
Was Ash'ari? What year passed away?
She's almost 300 like
300 years after
yes,
the Prophet.
Yes.
Way after.
Yes, so all the Imam Ahmad and all the Bukhari is before him.
After Shafi'i, because somebody
Yes, after Shafi.
Shafi'i is Ash'ari.
No, so
So much.
don't mention the name of anybody. I don't like to mention the names of somebody. Yes, yes. So Imam Shafi'i is not Ash'ari, because when the Imam Shafi'i he passed away, the Ash'ari he was not born yet. Imam Shafi'i was passed away 204.
Oh, he cannot be because
Yes. So as how we can say Imam Shafi'i is Ash'ari.
Then the followers blind.
Why we said when the Ash'ari was born, Imam Shafi'i already passed away. So how he follow his Aqidah? As how? I didn't know how. He didn't meet Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari. He didn't meet Imam Shafi'i. So as how he meet him, he follow his step in Aqidah. So they didn't know what they are saying. It's better to go to read the history, the biography. How somebody, when you born, he already passed away, you said also he follow your mazhab. As how you follow your mazhab. So in the era of Imam Shafi'i, is it Imam Shafi'i? Which Aqidah Imam Shafi'i he follow? This is the question that we ask always. Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari came after Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad, Imam al-Bukhari, and he came after Sahaba. All of them, they agree for that. So if we said whoever he didn't follow the Aqidah of Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari, he already followed the wrong way. So the question is, Imam Shafi'i, is it he's in the wrong way? We say Imam Shafi'i, he passed away, he didn't know Aqidah. Only Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, he know Aqidah. Imam Shafi'i, he didn't know Aqidah. We said Imam Malik also, he didn't know Aqidah. He passed away, he didn't follow any Aqidah. Also Imam Abu Hanifa, also Sufyan al-Thawri, also Imam al-Awza'i, also Fuqaha al-Sab'a, Sa'id bin Musayyab, Urwa bin Zubayr, the Kibar Tabi'i, eldest Tabi'is, also the Sahaba, all of them before Abu Hassan al-Ash'ari, which Aqidah they are following? This is the question. They didn't have answer to give to you.
So it's a test for the Ummah.
Yes.
Knowledge.
So
Right.
if somebody asks me, I said I follow the Aqidah of Imam Shafi'i. The Aqidah that Imam Shafi'i follow is the Aqidah that I will follow.
But this Sha'ariyah, whatever it means,
Now,
is only popular among the, I think, Southeast Asia, or is it others also?
is this what?
This Ash'ariyah
Yeah, now.
is popular among the Southeast Asia country, or even in the Syria or the
why is popular all over the world? Yes. Why? Because you know that when the Salahuddin Ayyubi, he defeated the Yahud, and so he make the Aqidah of Ash'ariyah is the Aqidah of his government. So all the countries that is under him, so they follow the same Aqidah. This is the reason why. Also the Ottoman Caliphate, Turkey, they are following Ash'ariyah and Maturidiyah Aqidatan. So they control all over the Muslim countries. So this is the reason why, yes, the Aqidah is spread. I hope you understand. Yes, the Misri is Salahuddin Ayyubi in Masr also. So this is the reason why many ulama, they follow the same step. But in another side we say that the people also that they are attacking Ash'ariyah, they said they are Kufa. This is wrong also. It's not correct. They only have some mistake in some part of Aqidah. But Ash'ariyah also, we claim that they are Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are among the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. But only we can explain the mistakes that they make in Asma wa Sifat. But we cannot lead them out for Ahlus Sunnah Jama'ah. They are still Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, but we explain their mistakes. We explain. Yes, it's Aqidah. Of course, it's Aqidah. But because they make a mistake in this Aqidah, we cannot say they are not Ahlus Sunnah. they are Ahlul Sunnah because the majority of the thing that they are in the right is many than the thing that they make mistake. So because from these mistakes that they did in Asma wa Sifat and some issues in Azab al-Qabr and some issues in about the Quran, we cannot say that we cannot lead them out from the circle of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They are still Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, but they had the mistakes in these issues. So this is what the ulama explain about.
The Shia is out.
Yes, the Shia is already out because the Shia already against the main fundamentals of Islam, like 6 pillars of Iman. The Shia already. Yes, but the Ash'ari they didn't against these 5 pillars of Islam and 5 pillars of 6 pillars of Iman. Just they have some mistake interpretation. Yes, especially in the Sifat Fi'liya, means the Sifat that is action. They did interpretation. So, but the Shia already out from the circle of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah because many they didn't believe in at all. They didn't believe in our Quran. The Shia.
Also kubur.
Yes, this is mistake. That this shirk. Yes, we know that the worshipping kubur is shirk. But what always we try to explain to the people, if we find somebody he did a shirk worshipping kubur, we not immediately say he's kafir. Maybe this person is jahil, or maybe he understand this is the real religion because this is what he grow in his society. He didn't know another thing that is the right. Only he found his society that are doing this. He expected this is the right thing.
After that
So
they go together to Uju.
So what we did postally, we try to explain, to teach them, to elaborate to them this and this is mistake. It's not the right thing. What Prophet he teach the Sahaba. So if they understand the right thing, so inshallah they will live it. But we cannot say to you are kafir. No, the kafir is not the solution, because if you like to guide some people, just start to say you are kafir or this can bring the pattern. They cannot understand you because maybe he saw his grandfather following the same style. So how you can come now? You said you are kafir.
But can we associate with them?
Yes, according you can associate with them because they are still Muslim, because they are Juhal, they have Shubha, they are in our circle Islam. So we cannot say they are kuffar or to say they are kafir or something like that. We try to teach them, to explain to them what is the right. We said this and this and this is a mistake. It's not the right religion. So we have to explain to them. Because if we said we can judge all the people that make mistake with shubha in Aqidah, so nobody we can live in Islam. You understand? Even some, we have, for example, Shaykh al-Islam bin Taymiyyah. He makes some mistakes in some part of Aqidah, so we can say Shaykh al-Islam is kafir. No, of course.
Can we marry them?
Of course, he's still Muslim.
But can we refuse to listen to their lectures?
No, if it is, you know that he's to listen to his lecture is not good for you. Yes, it's better to disassociate yourself from his class and from his lectures. But he's still Muslim. He's still Muslim. You cannot say that you cannot marry him or you cannot marry his daughter. He's still Muslim. He's Muslim, but he make a mistakes.
But can they be based on the thing that says khilaf? Can they use the word khilaf between the khilaf and the different interpretations?
Yes, it's not Aqidah is not khilaf. Just is the right and wrong.
Wrong, not khilaf, yeah.
Yes, not khilaf in Aqidah. Right and
wrong.
Either to
no.
Compare. Eh? No kafir or Muslim, no kafir. Please, you have to be. You,
One is either kafir or Muslim.
no, it's not like that. Kafir or Muslim. If somebody he enter Islam, he said La ilaha illallah, even he did something that is kufr, we cannot set his kafir, because nobody can do something, especially the common people. They know this is kufr and they apply it because they did it. Maybe they have shubha, or maybe they grow up in their society, they didn't know the right thing, they expected this is the right religion, so we cannot say kafir. This is the reason why Shaykh al-Islam bin Taymiyyah in Minhaj Sunnah, he didn't generalize the kufr to the Shia all. He said no, not all Shia they are kuffar. He said the common people of Shia they are not kuffar, because they didn't know they didn't know the right. It's because they are ulama, that they have the knowledge, they are doing it in order to destroy Islam. Yes, they are kuffar. But the followers that they didn't know, just this ulama, they explained to them something that is lie and fabrication. So these followers, they believe on that. They expected that this way is the right way. So for this reason, Shaykh al-Islam said the awam Shia, the followers of Shia, they are not kuffar, even Shia. So if we said even the followers in Shia, they are not kuffar, so what about the Ash'ariyah? It's already in the circle of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. So what always we try to explain to the people, to explain the mistakes in order to try to correct them, because we like all of them to follow the right way. So if you started attacking them, said you are kafir, so he cannot listen to you.
But if they refuse to accept,
Even if he refuses to accept, you have to differentiate. Is it alim or is this his follower? You understand? You have to differentiate, because some followers, they already believe in their ustaz.
But there's hadith. Ustaz.
You understand? Yeah, okay.
Hadith saying that you have to detach from those. After you tell them, you advise them, Prophet said you just withdraw from the being associate with them.
Withdrawing from the association with them, this is not show for you he's a kafir.
No, because
You understand? Yes. Even for example, even somebody you are praying, for example, somebody have his friend is drinking alcohol, you have to disassociate yourself from him.
Bid'ah.
Yes, not only bid'ah, I mean, even the ma'asiyah. Even ma'asiyah. Somebody have the friend, this person he did zina, or he drink alcohol or cocaine or something like that. You have to disassociate yourself from him. Yes, even ma'asiyah, because you cannot live together with him in the same place. So because he's not the right friend for you. The same thing in bid'ah. Yes, distant. But this not show that he's a kafir.
No, kafir.
Yes, but you can disassociate yourself, you distance yourself from him. Maybe you cannot attend his class because he can bring the
Don't answer his salam. Yes, Prophet did that.
Excuse me, the thing that the thing, we have the nusus, the hadith, that in the fatwa we explain about it, but the hukum to the individual is not like that. You have to differentiate between giving fatwa and hukum for individual. If you ask me about this, I will give you fatwa like that, because come in the hadith. But if we started apply it for individual, no, it's not like that. Any person, he have his own condition and situation. You understand?
I mean that.
So Ibn Masud didn't participate in the Badar, the war. So after that he missed, because of the summer, the season. So they didn't go the Munafik. They didn't join the war, the Badar. So
not Badar, Tabuk.
Tabuk, is it?
Yes.
After that, Prophet
You means Ka'b bin Malik.
Yeah.
Ka'ab bin Malik. Now,
But,
so this
sir-
prophet, he did it for him, for just, you see, because Ka'ab bin Malik is not Munafiq. Yes, but the Munafiqun, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he already lived there. But why he did for Ka'ab is just for punishment for him. In order this is the punishment for him. Not only Ka'ab, there are three. Ka'ab together with two Sahaba. But remaining of them that are Munafiqun, Prophet, he didn't talk about them. Yes, because these people, they are not Muslim. They are not Muslims. But this Ka'ab, he make mistake. So Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he gave him punishment.
There's another point of that. That means we are allowed to pray behind the Ash'ariyah.
Yes.
Don't run away. Similarly, some of these people, Ash'ariyah or some of the Malaysians, when they go to Mecca, they say, well, we cannot pray behind those Wahhabi.
So also this is a mistake.
Wrong.
This is wrong, mistake. So
Wahhabi.
no, Shia no.
Shia, we don't know.
Yes,
In Mecca, they all.
Shia no.
No, but they are in between us. They have that.
When you are in Iran, probably you cannot. In Iran, you are sure their prayer in Iran is different from our way of praying.
Yes, you pray in your hotel.
Your hotel, you don't go to their mosque.
Masjid, yes.
There's another group, Murji'ah, Jahmiyah,
Jahmiya, yes.
and then there's also Khawarij.
Yes.
Khawarij,
So this, if we divided the name of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah in general against Shia, yes, they are in the cycle. But even then, they already out of the manhaj of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. But against Shia, we said yes. But if we come in the Ahlul Sunnah, we said these people, they are already they didn't follow the manhaj of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
We know very well that he is Khawarij. Can we pray behind him?
Yes, we can pray behind him. Because the Khawarij, they are praying the same as how we pray. But the Shia, the prayer of Shia is different from what we pray. But the Khawarij, their prayer is the same thing with our prayer.
but their belief slightly.
So this is the reason why you can find, like Imam al-Bukhari and many of them, they narrated hadith from Khawarij. In the Imran bin Khattan, Bukhari narrated hadith from him. He's Kharij.
What's his name?
Imran bin Khattan.
He's a Khawarij.
Yes, Bukhari narrated hadith from him. Also, we have so many people, some narrators that are following bid'ah, but the Bukhari narrated hadith from them. So, what always we want to focus is to explain this is the right and this is the wrong. And we said this and this and this is against Quran and Sunnah. But if we found somebody he did it, so before we did hukum to him, we have to look his situation. Because you cannot take the people in the same status. You have to differentiate.
Generalization.
Yes. General hukum, we said yes. Whoever he didn't agree with Ru'yatullah Yawm al-Qiyamah, he's kafir. But if we found somebody, he did it or he did interpretation, we cannot say he's kafir. Maybe he have shubha. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe this is what he take from his ustads. Maybe the whole society, his society, they believe in that, he didn't know. So we cannot say it. But in the hukum we can say it, whoever he didn't believe in ru'ya Yawm al-Qiyamah, so he against Quran. Whoever against Quran is kafir. But if we found somebody he did it, so we cannot apply until we look his situation. So this is the reason why you have to differentiate between takfir al-am wa takfir mu'ayyin. Takfir al-am, we can say it. Whoever did is kafir. But if we found somebody he did it, so before we said he's kafir, individually we are pointing you are kafir because you did this, you have to look his situation. You have to look his situation and about how he understand, his understanding, his knowledge, because we have many people that they did something that kufur, but Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam he did it, said they are kufar, but the hukum is kufur. For example, if somebody he against the qadar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is kufur. Yes, it's kufur. But we have one hadith, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam give us the story of somebody who he said to his family, if I die, take my body and burn it in the fire, and take my ashes and spread it in the sea. Because if you do that, Allah cannot pound me. Because I know that if Allah, you didn't do that for me, if Allah he catch me, so he will give me a lot of punishment. So this person, he against the qadar, he think that Allah, he didn't have power to catch him. So this is kufur. This is kufur. The hukum is kufur. But after they did that for him, after they spread his ashes in the sea, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he combined together and he asked him, why do you do that? He said, because I prayed, I scared, maybe if you catch me, you can, I know that you have power to give me punishment. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, for this reason you do that? He said, yes. Allah, he said, I already forgive you, enter Jannah. You see, what he did is kufur, but hukum for him is not like that. So maybe he have shubha, this person have shubha. Yes. So what is our duty? Our duty not to say you are kafir, or no. Our duty is to explain this is the right and this is the wrong. The kufur is haq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what we said, whoever did sujud to the qabr, the doing sujud to the qabr is kufur. But if you pass somebody he did, we cannot say you are kafir until he see, maybe he's jahil, he didn't know. Maybe he think that doing sujud to the qabr is the thing that Allah he like, because this person is the wali. So to do sujud to the qabr, so this is the right thing. Allah he like it. For example, this is what he thinks. Shubha. You have shubha, he didn't understand. So what we did for him, so we try to explain for him what is the right. So even Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam hadith, authentic hadith in Bukhari, Prophet sallallahu together with Sahaba, this Sahaba they are new compared to Islam. So Prophet in his way, he found the Sahaba, they saw the mushrikun have a tree that they put their arrow on board, and they take the tabaruk from this tree. So this, this is kufur. So after the Sahaba passed from this tree, they reach another tree. They said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Oh Prophet, can you make this tree for us as how these people have, so we can take the tabaruk there?" Then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he didn't say to you are kufar, but what they said is kufur. But he didn't say to you are kufar, because he said you are the new combat of Islam, you are juhal. He didn't know. He said, you said that as how the people of Prophet Musa said to him. Yes, Prophet Musa. Yes. So, but Allah, he didn't say they are kufar because they are juhal. I hope you are understand. So the people that they cannot differentiate this, they bring a lot of Peter.
Ustaz, coming back to our lesson, just now you mentioned about istiwa,
Yes.
which is the sifat of Allah.
Yes.
So what about the other 99 sifat of Allah, so asma'ul sifat, 99, are they being explained in Al-Quran?
Yes,
One by one.
this 99 names of Allah is not only the names of Allah. The names of Allah is more than 99.
It's explained.
Yes, it's more than 99. Even in this 99 we have some names that Quran mentioning, but you cannot find that in 99. You understand? So the names of Allah is more than 99. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he knows how many names he has. You understand me? So this just 99, just mentioning some of it. And also the hadith that counting these names. Tirmizi, the hadith is not authentic. Only the hadith that is authentic, inna lillah tis'atun wa tis'ina isman. Allah, he have the 99 names, so this one is authentic. But the remaining hadith that ziyada, additional, that Tirmizi mentioning this 99, huwa Allah ar-Rahman, in the counting up to 99 in the same siyaq, the hadith is not authentic.
Naming all the names.
Yes, but the names that in this hadith, most of the majority of that is the names of Allah. But what we said, we said this is the real 99,
No.
so the hadith is not authentic. But Allah, yes, is the name of Allah. Ar-Rahman also is the name of Allah. Ar-Rahim also is the name of Allah. Al-Malik also is the name of Allah. Al-Quddus also is the name of Allah. But we mentioning it as this 99 in one siyaq, in one labs. So the hadith is narrated by Tirmizi, and the isnad of this hadith is weak.
Okay, in other words,
Uh-huh.
they are all mentioned in one.
Yes.
Okay, so for that reason, there is no separate explanation for each and every one of the sifat names.
No, the sifat explanation that we means, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning this is sifat, so the thing that is compulsory for Muslim to believe, firstly, to believe, and don't ask question about this sifat. You ask, how is it? So this asking question is bid'ah. To ask how this question, or to ask the explanation of it. What you did just so you believe.
In other words, when it is mentioned that it is Ar-Rahman,
Yes.
and it is being explained that it is, like
Means explanation, which kind of explanation? You means tarjama?
Yeah, terjemah.
Tarjama is different with explanation.
That's different from ta'wil.
Takwil.
Ta'wil is different.
Yes, it's different. Tarjama is different. Means tarjama in your language. You understand?
Ta'wil.
Ta'wil is to give another meaning of it. You don't have Allah, he is the one who said it, he is the only one who knows the meaning of it, real meaning of it. So he didn't explain the real meaning of it, and you said you want to explain the meaning of this. So this is ta'wil. For example, al-istiwa. So Allah, he said Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. So Allah, he didn't explain how and when he did this istawa. Just he explained, he did istawa. Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. So what is compulsory for you Muslim just to believe? Allah said he did istawa on his arsh, I believe. How? This is not my duty. Why? This is not my duty. To ask question in order explain me more how Allah he did, this is bid'ah. Just so you believe. When the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, he mentioned he have the hand. Tabarakallazi biyadihi al-mulk, Suratul Mulk. So what you did, just so you believe. How the hand of Allah you didn't know, because he didn't explain. So somebody who tried, she said, no, don't set hand here, means Qudra. Who said you is Qudra? So this is Tawil.
Qudra means power, but I mean explanation.
Yes, so this is Tawil. Yes, you replace it with another thing. Who said for you that? Who informed you hand is Qudra? Yes, so this is Tawil. Yes, this is Tawil. Another meaning. Just leave it like that. Don't change the meaning with another meaning.
Hands is hand.
Yes, hand is hand, but how is the hand of Allah you didn't know? Just you believe. And don't say the hand of Allah is the same with the hand of human being. No,
Right.
also this is a mistake. This is tasbih.
That means describing the hand is wrong.
Yes, to describe the hand of Allah, how is this hand, is wrong. Also,
But
to
describing the sifat of Ar-Rahman is okay lah.
okay, like I didn't understand how you means this sifat Ar-Rahman. The Ar-Rahman is the name of Allah. Ar-Rahman is the sifat of Allah. So if you translate Ar-Rahman, you said mercy, or Ar-Rahman mercy, this is okay. This is translation from the Arabic language to your own language. But to give another meaning for it, this is what we discuss about. For example, if my hand, you already know the meaning of the hand of human being. So when the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said he have the hand, so don't think, firstly don't think his hand is the same with the hand of human being. Don't think about that at all. So if you did that, it's wrong. Also, don't say that, oh, how I can say Allah, he has the hand, I have to change this meaning to another meaning, is qudra. So also this is mistake. This is mistake.
Say istawa is in Arabic, and then we translate it into Malay, which is duduk. Allah pun bersemayam.
Sitting.
There is the word in
No, istawa is not sitting. This is a mistake. If you say sitting, this is a mistake. It's not sitting.
Because it has been explained to us. It is sitting or to sit on a big high area.
This if I said, for example, if I said you want to explain istawa about the human being, you understand? If I said, for example, in Arabic, I said istawa Zaid ala sarir. Istawa Zaid ala sarir. So if I explain in Arabic this kalma istawa, I said istawa Zaid ala sarir means the Zaid is he sit carefully on his bed, means istawa to sit normally on. I said the Z did istawa means he sit normally on his bed for human being. But about the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you cannot imagine. Just believe. Don't think as how you did your own istawa on your chair, on your bed, is the same to how Allah did. If you think about that, this is wrong. Also, to change the meaning of istiwa to another thing, you said istawla, like what the Ash'ira they did. So also this is wrong. Just leave it as how it is. This is the reason why Imam Malik said the kalma istiwa. Imam Malik, he said that the kalma of istiwa, it's already known. We know the meaning of istiwa in Arabic language, but the istiwa regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot imagine it. So you have to believe on it and don't ask question. The ask question how Allah he did istiwa is bid'ah. So the same thing, all the sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't ask question how is it. If you said how is the hand of Allah, is bid'ah. How Allah he did the adhak laughing, don't ask. This is also bid'ah. Is just you believe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said each and every night he came down to just heaven. So how he will come, you didn't know, just believe. Don't think it's like you come from Nilai to here. No. Don't think about it. This is for human being.
But for human,
Yes, for human being.
the weakness of human being.
Yes,
They
but
start to imagine.
so this imagination to taking is wrong. Just believe.
Be washed off.
Yes, just believe. Believe Allah. He said that you believe. As how you didn't know, because if as how is important for you to know Allah, He will explain for you in the Quran. Or proper He will explain. When Allah He didn't explain this in the Quran, and proper He didn't explain it in the Sunnah. So why? What is why you started confuse yourself? Just you believe. If Yawm al-Qiyamah Allah asks you why you believe I did istawa on my arsh, you said Allah because you said in the Quran Ar-Rahman ala arsh istawa. So you okay. You believe what Quran said. This is what Sahaba, this is what Abu Bakr he did. We didn't found in one hadith that Abu Bakr asked Prophet Sallallahu how Allah he did istawa.
Just like I can give you an example, probably.
Yes.
There's some tafsir regarding the alif lam mim. There's some tafsir who start explaining what alif lam means.
Yes, this is takalluf. Some ulama they did, but the right thing to leave it, the meaning to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we try to call. Yes, I want to finish this one. So you see, this about, I give you another example about the hukum of the thing and the hukum about the individual, the general hukum and about the individual. You see here, أورد ابن أبو يعلى عن أحمد أنه قال من زعم أن الله لا يرى في الآخرة فهو كافر مكذب بالقرآن. Whoever he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we cannot see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yawm al-qiyamah, so this person is a kafir. Why? Because he's against what Quran said. So this is the general hukum. But now if you found somebody who say it, can we say he's kafir? No. I give you an example. This is part of what Imam Ahmad said. Also, he said about the Quran, whoever said Quran is makhluk, he's a kafir. Imam Ahmad said that this is fatwa. But when they, like I will explain for you in the Fitnat Ahmad, when the Khalifa at that time, he imposed people to say Quran is makhluk, they bring Imam Ahmad. Imam Ahmad, he didn't say to Khalifa, you are kafir. He used to call him Amirul Mu'mineen. You see, he used to call him Amirul Mu'mineen. And when the people of Baghdad, they came together and they came to Imam Ahmad, they said, oh Imam Ahmad, you see this Khalifa already says something that is kufr. So why we cannot go to approach him to attack him in order to remove him from hukum? What Imam Ahmad said for them, he stand up. He said, Adam. He said, no, I cannot share the blood of innocent people in this fitna. And he continued taking as his leader, and he saw he's a Muslim. But you see, his fatwa said whoever said Quran is makhluk is kafir. But he didn't say the Khalifa at that time is kafir, because this Khalifa, he didn't understand, he have shubha. You understand? So you have to differentiate these issues. If the Prophet ﷺ, he didn't say to the new Sahaba that said he put it for them the tree that they will get tabarruk. Yes, they hang their arrow and balls in order to get the tabarruk. He didn't say for them kuffar because of their jahal. So why you can say for somebody? So there's our responsibility just to explain what is right and what is wrong. If we find somebody, he make a mistake, he follow the wrong akida, we try to teach him, to show him this akida is not the akida of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it's not the akida of Sahaba. So we try to teach him, to explain for him in hikmah until he understand.
Leads him to the right path.
Yes.
It seems like if we come across, we have our leader, and we also have our ulama or someone who gives fatwa. If he says something in general, like before and then when he refer to the leader, he's not, then we cannot straight away say he is, having too much. That means we cannot say that Mufti too, and that he is saying two things at the same time.
What I will say here, what is your responsibility? Just look what is the right. If the right came from any person, you accept it. If the wrong thing came from any person, whoever he's in, you rejected it.
Yes,
even his mufti or even his anyone. If he says something that is wrong, is against Quran and Sunnah, just rejected it. If somebody he said anything that is right, so you accept it. Don't look or don't look the personality. Just look the evidence and the real. So this is the reason. The reason. Just what this is the what you look. Anybody who said right, you accept. Anybody who said wrong, you reject it.
No, in the case of Mufti now, he said both are right, but one is general and the other one is specific to the leader. Generally he said kufur, but and what when he was.
Yes, this is among the another situation also. because we have some fatwa that you can give in one place, but in another place you can give it because of the situation of the people. This is the reason why Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he differentiated the situation of the individual. Somebody who came to ask him, he said, which thing is better I did? He informed me another thing. Another person, the same question, and he gave him, yes, another thing. So you have to look. The Mufti always, or the Ustaz, always he have to look all his followers, the situation of his followers. He know how he can manage the the situation. Okay. So also about the Sahaba. So جاء في كتاب السنة لإمام أحمد ما يأتي. Imam Ahmad, he said about the right aqidah for Muslim to the Sahaba. He said, وَمِنَ السُنَّةِ ذِكْرُ مَحَاسِنِ أَصْحَابِ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ صلى الله عليه وسلم. Is the sunnah, means is the right thing. If you mention the name of the Sahaba, you mention the thing that they did that is good. You mention the good things that come from Sahaba. وَالْكَفُّ عَنْ ذِكْرِ مَسَاوِئِهِمْ. And is the sunnah don't mentioning the mistakes of the Sahaba. You have to keep silent on it. You have to keep silent of it. So is what is right thing for us, for the Sahaba of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Always, if you are mentioning the names of Sahaba, we try to mention the good thing that they did. If we know one Sahabi, he did something by mistake or wrong, so it's the sunnah to keep silent. Don't say anything, keep silent. Because why? Because they are together with Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they are the people that take the religion from Prophet to us.
Yeah,
so if we take the best people, if we started attacking them, so from where we take our religion? You understand? So this is the reason why, according to the Aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, if we found the Sahaba making mistake, it's better to keep silent. Don't comment on it. You started mentioning the mistake of Sahaba, like some people they are doing, like Shia they are doing. So this is bid'ah. Don't mentioning. Always you try to search about the mistake of Sahaba. Don't do that. Yes, like what they did for Muawiyah and what they did for Amr bin As and remaining Sahaba. So don't start thinking, searching about the mistakes of Sahaba in order to explain their mistake to the people. This is wrong.
But Yazid is not a Sahaba.
Yazid is not Sahabi. So وَلِخِلَافُ الَّذِي شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ. Also, this agreement that happening between Sahaba, the right thing for us Muslims to keep silent. Don't comment on it. Don't start it, discuss about it. Just keep silent. Yes, because now I will ask you a question. For example, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Abu Bakr fil Jannah, wa Umar fil Jannah, wa Uthman fil Jannah, wa Ali fil Jannah, wa Talha fil Jannah, wa Zubayr fil Jannah. So all this they are in Jannah. So we get this agreement between Talha and Ali. This agreement between Zubayr and Ali. So all of them they are in Jannah. So why you waste your time? You started discuss about this agreement. Yes, they already enter Jannah. So just you do the good deeds in order to enter, but now you don't have guarantee you will enter Jannah. Then they already have the guarantee, they already enter Jannah.
They already got tickets.
Yes, they already get the ticket. But now you are not sure did you get the ticket or not. You understand? So why you started discuss about what happened between Ali and Zubair, and between Ali and Talha bin Ubaidillah? All these people, they already get the direct ticket to Jannah. Ibn Muawiyah don't start to discuss about what happened between and Ali. Now if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take your life, he didn't ask you Yawm al-Qiyamah to discuss about what happened between Ali and Muawiyah. You understand? Or what happened between Ali and Talha. What Allah he requests from us, just to love this Sahaba and to pray for them. And don't hate them. Don't hate them and don't do something bad to them. Just you love them because they sacrificed their life in order to protect the Islam. For example, this Talha bin Ubaidillah, Ghazwatul Badr, was Ghazwatul Uhud. When the people they ran, he's the only one who stand and protect the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Until if the kuffar, one kafir, he came, he want to cut the neck of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Talha he put his hand until his hand like this, it become like this, shalal. Yes. So about this person, because he had misunderstanding between him and Ali, you started attacking him. He already get the ticket in Jannah. Already Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man sarahu an yanzura ila shahidin wa huwa hayy yamshi ala wajhi al-ard fayanzur ila Talha bin Ubaidillah." Whoever want to see a person, he already gets shahada, but he's still alive. This person, he's still alive. He walk on the surface, but he's already shaheed. So if you want to see a person who is already shaheed but still alive, so look to the Talha bin Ubaidillah. So the person who have this. So why you started attacking him? Because he have misunderstanding with Ali. And all they did ijtihad. So this is what is the aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah. Don't discuss about what happened between the Sahaba. Disagreement between the Sahaba. Just you love all of them. Also don't started mentioning always their mistakes. So this is not the right way of Ahlul Sunnah. This is the way of Shia. This is the way of Shia. This is the way of Shia. So Imam Ahmad continues saying that فَمَنْ سَبَّ أَصْحَابَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم أَوْ أَحَدًا مِنْهُمْ فَهُوَ مُبْتَدِعٌ. Whoever abuse the Sahaba of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or one of them, so this person is mubtada. He is mubtada, means he's already followed the bid'ah. Whoever accuse the Sahaba or abusing them, so he follow the bid'ah. So this is the reason why the Shia they already follow the wrong way. So he said that Rapidil Habis, whoever accused the Sahaba, so this person is a Shia and he's a bad person. La yaqbalu Allah minhu sarfan. Allah he didn't accept his ibadah, that is farilla, and wala adlan, also his ibadah that is nafila. Whoever abused the Sahaba, Allah he didn't accept his ibadah, either is farida or nafila. Bal hubbuhum sunnah. The love of Sahaba is the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa du'a lahum qurba. Also to pray for them, this is ibadah. Pray for Sahaba is ibadah. If you pray for them, you already did ibadah. Allah can give you the reward. Also wal iktida'u bihim wasila. Also to follow the step of Sahaba, this is the only right way that can lead you to Jannah. So this is, yes, this is what Imam Muhammad said. Also he said wa an nashhadu lil ashrat annahu fil jannah. Also among the aqidah of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, also we have to believe that these 10 Sahaba, all of them they are in Jannah. They are in Jannah. He said wa hum Abu Bakr wa Umar wa Usman wa Ali wa Talha wa Zubair wa Sa'ad wa Sa'id wa Abdurrahman bin Auf wa Abu Ubaid bin Jarrah. Wa man shahida lahu an-nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam shahadna lahu bil Jannah. Whoever Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said he's in Jannah, also we believe he's in Jannah. Because we have some Sahaba that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained, he said they already entered Jannah, not in this tent like in Bilal. like Bilal bin Abi Rabah, like Khadija bint Khuwailid radiyallahu anha, like Ukasha bin Mihsan. Ukasha, all these Prophet explained they enter Jannah, so we have to believe in that. Okay. So this is shortly about the Aqidah of Imam Ahmad. So why always I focus about the Asma wa Sifat, because these are the things that many followers of this Aimma, they didn't follow their step. Okay, now we come to Usul Mazhab Ahmad. Usul Mazhab Ahmad. Usul Mazhab Ahmad means the fundamentals of the Mazhab of Imam Ahmad, means what are the things that Imam Ahmad he built his Mazhab on it. So وقد أقام إمام أحمد مذهبه الفقهي على 5 أصول كما بينها ابن القيم. So Imam Ahmad he built his Mazhab on 5 pillars. The first one, an-nusus. The first thing that Imam Ahmad he built his Mazhab is take the evidence from nusus, means from Quran and Sunnah. فإذا وجد النص أبتى بموجبه. If Imam Ahmad he found a hadith or a Quran ayah or hadith, so he will say what this ayah said. His fatwa is what came from this ayah. His fatwa is what came from the hadith. وَلَنْ يَلْتَفِتْ إِلَى مَا خَالَفَهُ. He didn't look any person who is against this ayah and hadith, whoever he didn't look about him. If he found the ayah Allah said something, or Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, so he will take it. He didn't look somebody who said something that is against. So this is the right way. But now we can bring the ayah and hadith. Somebody he started arguing. He said, my ustaz said, oh my, no, ya ustaz, or something. If this is what Imam Ahmad, if he gets something from Quran and Sunnah, he didn't look anybody, just he take it. 2. Ma after bihi Sahaba. So if he didn't found in any mas'ala the evidence from Quran and Sunnah, so he used the second thing, he take the fatwa of Sahaba. The fatwa of Sahaba. The fatwa of Sahaba. So he cannot take any fatwa other fatwa if it's not the fatwa of Sahaba. So he prepared fatwa of Sahaba for the saying of remaining tabi'is. So number 3, if he didn't get a fatwa of Sahaba, means number 2, if he get the fatwa of Sahaba and he didn't find anybody from Sahaba against him. For example, he get the fatwa of Abdullah bin Abbas and he searched, he didn't find remaining Sahaba against Abdullah bin Abbas, so he used that fatwa. So this is number 2. Number 3, if he get the fatwa of Sahaba, but he got some remaining Sahaba is against this fatwa, so what Imam Ahmad he did at that time, so just he explained for you in this issue, he said the Sahaba they have different opinion. So he mentioned them for you this all opinions, but he cannot show for you choose this and leave this one. But he will doing that if he found that all the opinions are the same. But if he found one opinion is nearest to the Quran and Sunnah, so he choose that opinion and he rejected the remaining. But if he found all the opinions they are in the same level, no one of these opinion is nearest to Quran and Sunnah, so just he explain all these opinions khilaf of Sahaba, and he cannot say for you this is the right and this is the wrong. So it means that he can choose one of them, he will apply. So number 4.
I don't get this number 3. Can you?
Number 2.
3.
Number 3.
Explain again.
In the one issue. So when he didn't get Quran and Sunnah for that issue, so also he didn't get one Sahabi who gave fatwa and all Sahaba they didn't disagree with him. Only the thing that he get in this issue number 3, he get in this issue many Sahaba they have different opinion. So this is different Sahaba has different, many Sahaba has different opinions in that issue. So what he did, this is number 3, the issue that he found many Sahaba has different opinion on it. So what he did, he will mention for you all this opinion. He didn't explain for you this is the right and this is the wrong. And he will do that for you if he found all this opinion in the same level. No one of this opinion is nearest to the Quran and Hadith. So if he found one opinion from the remaining opinions is nearest to Quran and Hadith, so he choose it. But if he didn't found they are all in the same level, so he will mention for you this khilaf, and he didn't explain for you this is the right or this is the wrong. Okay, so this is number 3, al-akhaz bil mursal wal hadith da'if. Iza lam yakun, number 4, Iza lam yakun fil bab shay'in yadfa'u wa huwa allazi rajahu ala al-qiyas. So if he didn't found first one, Quran and Sunnah, he didn't found the fatwa of Sahaba, also he didn't found the different opinion of Sahaba on that issue. So number 4, he used hadith that is mursal or da'if. Hadith mursal da'if, because Imam Ahmad he prefer hadith da'if than qiyas. Qiyas, if he found something from hadith da'if and something from qiyas, Imam Ahmad he will choose hadith da'if, and he didn't use qiyas. But here is very many people they didn't understand this issue, so they started saying that Imam Ahmad he used hadith da'if. So it's not like how they think. What da'if here Imam Ahmad means, as how Ibn Qayyim he explained and Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, Imam Ahmad he means the da'if hadithul hasan agairihi. Yes, because in the era of Imam Ahmad, they divided hadith into only into two categories: sahih and da'if. Sahih and da'if. So under da'if, in previous they have hasan.
Under da'if.
Yes, under da'if, because at that time they have only two. They divided the hadith into two: sahih and da'if. If this hadith is not sahih, so it's da'if. But the da'if is categories. We have da'if that we can use, means it's hasan. We have the da'if that we cannot use, that is da'ifun jiddan or hadithul mawdu or the very very weak hadith. So don't confuse. If we said Imam Ahmad he prefer hadith da'if than qiyas, we said any hadith, oh Imam Ahmad is no. He didn't use hadith da'if as how in our terminology now. That means the hadith da'if in his era, he means hadith hasan, but he didn't use hadith da'if as our terminology now. Also he used only hadith hasan and hasan li gairi, because at that era they divided the hadith into two: sahih and da'if. If this hadith is not sahih, so it means is da'if, but the da'if are categories.
In that era, they even say mawdu in da'if. In mawdu.
Yes, in da'if is among the categories. Yes. So this is the reason why the da'if that Imam Ahmad means here, the da'if that is hasan or hasan li gairihi. Hasan li gairihi. So Imam Ahmad he used hadith da'if means hasan and hasan li gairihi. So if he didn't get number 5, then he used qiyas. He used qiyas. He used qiyas. He used he used qiyas. So these are the usul mazhab of Imam Ahmad. So I repeat, there are 5. 1, an-nusus, Quran and Sunnah. If he didn't get from Quran and Sunnah, then the second one, the fatwa of Sahabi, that all Sahaba agree with it. If he didn't get, then the fatwa of Sahaba, that the Sahaba, they have different opinion. So this number 3, if he found the Sahaba have different opinion, he will choose the opinion that is nearest to Quran and Sunnah. So if he didn't find the opinion that is nearest to the Quran and Sunnah, so just he mentioned for you this different opinion, so he leave. He didn't say this is right,
he didn't draw any conclusion.
Yes, he didn't explain any conclusion about it. Number 4, if he didn't get number 4, so then he used hadith da'if. He prepare hadith da'if dan qiyas. Means hadith da'if here means hadithul hasan or hasan li gairi. Then number 5, if he didn't found, then he used qiyas. This is the usul mazhab of Imam Ahmad. So I think
they don't have ijtihad.
so. Ijtihad means it comes with qiyas. Because to do the ijtihad, they bring the qiyas, because ijtihad, they did ijtihad in order to compare some issue with Quran and Sunnah in order to get the evidence about that issue.
So that is being done by a jumhur.
Yes, jamhur. So I think we stop here, inshallah, 3:30. So the thing that remaining for us now is aqal Imam Ahmad fi itba'i sunnah, means what Imam Ahmad said to his followers if they found the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that is contradicting with what he said, they have to reject what he said and follow the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, the another thing remaining for us, the mihna of Imam Ahmad. What happened, the fitna that happened to Imam Ahmad in his era, to see how he defend the Sunnah, how he protect the Sunnah. This is the reason why we call him Imam Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Imam Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Okay. Any su'al about the Imam Ahmad?
It means the leader of all the 4, is it? Among the 4, he is the Imam.
No, just his title, because in his era a lot of Peter, so he sacrificed his life in order to defend the Sunnah. So this is the reason why we call him like that. For example, even remaining Aimma, maybe if their era this fitna happen, also they will try their best to defend the Sunnah. You understand? Because at that time Imam Ahmad, he is the one who stand and protect the Sunnah. So this is the reason why we call him Imam Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Okay.
The Khalifa during his era is
Mu'tasim. Mutawakkil and Mu'tasim.
Akidah of the Turkish now.
Huh?
The Turkey people.
The
What
term
is the Akidah of
of who?
Turks? Turkey.
Turkey.
Madhab.
Not madhab, the madhab. Now we are discussing about Akidah.
Mhm.
So the Akidah, which Imam does Turkey follow?
Now, yes, it means the majority of them they follow Maturidiyah. Maturidiyah.
Maturidiyah is in Russia.
Yes, China and Turkey, some part of Turkey.
That means the chief from Imam Hassan
Maturidi, Abu Musa Maturidi, he came after Abu Hassan Ash'ari. Yes. He's like his student, yes. So also he have some disagreement with Ash'ariyah. So this is the reason why we call his opinion also Maturidiyah. Abu Masul al-Maturidi, he have some issues that he didn't agree with Ash'ariyah. So all them they are in the circle of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
How do the Ottoman Empire get into Ash'ariyah Aqidah?
Because the ulama at that time, also the leaders, the ulama that they bring nearest to them, they are in this aqidah. So this is the reason why they follow this manhaj of aqidah, and they impose this aqidah to remaining followers.
Until now.
Yes, until now.
But there also Maturidiyah is a philosophy.
Yes, all this, the problem that we get in the era of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba and the Tabi'is, up to the era of Malik, Shafi'i and remaining there, we didn't have this falsafa. So this is the reason why, Alhamdulillah, they didn't have any problem. But in the era after them, when the falsafa started coming to the Islamic countries, many Arabs, they translate the books of philosophy to Arabic language. This is the start of the problem. So this, when did this book of Yunan, Greek enter Islamic countries, and some Arabs that they understand the Greek language, they translate it to Arabic. So this is the started problem. So they read it and they use this falsafa to explain the Aqidah. So when they use this falsafa to explain the Aqidah, the problem happened there. Yes, but the Sahaba, they didn't use this falsafa. Just what Allah said in the Quran, what Prophet said, they accept without thinking about any falsafa there. So this is the reason why this the best Qur'an. Khairun nasi qarni, summa allazina yalunahum, summa allazina yalunahum. The best era is my era, and the era that after me, and the era that after my era. So this is this era, 3 eras. The falsafa not arrive at that time. So this is the reason why the Aqidah is a right one, is very authentic Aqidah, no any problem, a pure Aqidah. But after that, the books of Greek, and in the era of Banu Abbas, yes, the problem started in the era of Banu Abbas. So when these books enter in the Islamic countries, they translate it to Arabic. So they use ilmu-al-kalam, that they get a falsafa, they use it to explain the Aqidah. So from here we get the problem.
That's why we have the Western philosophers. They were not Muslim, of course, and then come Imam al-Ghazali, who is a Muslim philosopher. So Imam al-Ghazali is during Abbasiyah or during Ottoman?
No, during Abbasiyah Caliphate. It's almost 500 like that.
So he was fighting the Western philosophers and then trying to...
Yes, he tried in order, because in his era, the falsafa already dominated the Islamic knowledge. So he learned the falsafa, he tried to protect the Islam, but because he didn't have no deep knowledge in hadith, so within the depending the Islam, he makes so many mistakes.
But later,
Yes, before he passed away, he started learning hadith. Yes, and he regret why he wasted his time in falsafa. You understand? So you see, but the difference between Imam al-Ghazali and Ibn Taymiyyah also he did falsafa deeply, but Ibn Taymiyyah, he had the knowledge of hadith. So this is the reason why he didn't make mistake. He tried to balance. But Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah, so yes, he had no, even his earlier, you have the ulama that they learn hadith at that time, but he didn't focus about it. He didn't focus about hadith. This is the reason why in the end, when he started focusing about the hadith, he regret why he wasted his time in falsafa before.
Which Imam was that you discussed that he was in the business. Later only he go to
Abu Hanifa. Abu Hanifa.
Hanifa.
Yes, Abu Hanifa.
Businessman.
Yes. So you see, Abu Hanifa, he was born in the end of the era of Bani Umayyah, and he entered in era of Banu Abbas.
So fascinating, Ustaz. So interesting.
So
arrange it such.
yes, so this falsafa is the thing that cause a lot of problem for us. So what we like now, we want to try to return the people to follow what happened in the era of Prophet and the era of Sahaba and the era of Malik, Shafi'i, Abu Hanifa and Ahmad bin Hanbal. So if we follow there, inshallah, we don't have any problem.
We are on the right
People
path.
are trying to move, try to translate to akal.
Kalam,
Kalam.
Kalam.
Okay. Kalam. Okay.
So the
Okay.
Ottoman
Okay.
Empire.